Alrighty, so let me know if anybody else is a little bit disappointed by the Stranger Things finale. I got to tell you, that was a surprise and not in a good way. I honestly didn't know what to expect going into it, and I was really excited to watch it. And man, it fell flat. I feel like the final fight and getting the kids out of there was far too easy. And comment down below if you guys feel the same way as well. But it feels like they intentionally left a lot of things unresolved to save for future spin-off series, which is kind of lame. I would have much rather had the payout and the actual closure of it, but I unfortunately understand the business decision behind it. So with all that said, we are allegedly playing some Skyrim today. We're going to be continuing on our no death, no save, Blamchio survival. Okay, hold on. I have a couple more things I have to say about the Stranger Things. So as of the time of recording this, I think either the finale had come out or it was like a day. I don't know. The point more is that I had to come back in here and do a little bit more editing and take out a lot of audio because I was earlier theory crafting that they're going to have a bunch of spin-offs for it, and I still feel this way. Like as I was watching the finale, I really couldn't help feel that one, everybody got off way too easy, and two, that they intentionally left a ton of stuff out because they're like, for me, there are so many unresolved things. Like the first one being, like, shouldn't Will's brain be like scrambled eggs now? Because he was part of the hive mind, and the mind flayer is gone. So shouldn't he just be cooked? Or why? God, just a lot of other whys. And then like literally this morning, I saw in my YouTube shorts, it's almost like they did like an MCU style reveal where they're just showing the timeline of the different shows that they're going to be cranking out, which I guess is cool, but at the same time, this initial chapter, if you will, had been like a decade in the making. So it's just, in my opinion, it's just kind of lame that we didn't get a substantial payout from it. But again, like it's their brainchild. They can do whatever they want with it. But man, that I couldn't help but just feel slightly disappointed in it. So just let me know if you guys kind of feel the same way, or if you guys think I'm full of it. Like if you guys thought that was the greatest ending ever, then just like let me know. I love conjecture in this. Like obviously we'll keep it civil, but that just where I stand from that is like it should have been. Someone needed to bite the big one, in my opinion. Like aside from that lady that from season 2 that we saw that no one really cared about anyways, that and I was and it showed up a lot in my shorts as well, that there was like POV, you come through the room and someone you don't like died or something like that. It was something kind of convoluted of it, but it was the scene when Hopper like comes back into that room and Elle's like standing over that girl and she's like bleeding out. Like no one really cared about that lady too much. Like I feel like we needed some like core characters to have to bite the big one in order to like kind of make it a little more punchy. But again, that's just my thought. Let me know what you guys think. Anyways, with all that out of the way, back to the Skyrim. What we are allegedly here for is the continuation of the Road to Retirement. This is a kind of a little challenge that we taken on through the Heretic videos of a no death, no save speedrun. For those of you who are new here, I already did a playthrough with that in its entirety. It was actually a ton of fun. You guys should check it out. But we're taking that same school of thought over here to Skyrim, where it's like a one life mode, with the exception of like there's the autosave feature in this. I'm still too lazy to see if I can turn it off or not, but I'm deciding that I'm actually just going to keep it in there in the event, in the inevitability of that this Skyrim pulls a Skyrim and it crashes for like one of a million reasons, or if I like clip through a wall, or if I fall through the ocean and then my guy like lands somewhere else and like insta dies. Yeah, no, we're gonna reload it from that. But if we have accidental deaths, or we commit Sudoku, or we die in action, then that's the run. So what we're going to be doing is the Dawnguard questline. We're then going to be doing probably the factions, like the Dark Brotherhood, the Thieves Guild, the Mages Guild, the Companions. And then I was thinking we would continue with the Civil War, do the mainline quest, and then finish it off with the Mirror quest line. So if we can get through all of that in one life, we are going to go be a potato farmer out in the forest, which just honestly sounds hysterical to me. So Yeah, guys. I also have a little bit of a surprise for you guys. It requires me, so I actually have, and I think I may have stated this in an earlier video. However, I have a little recording device that it's one of those that like you can clip onto your shirt and you can talk and it will do a recording, and it has like semi decent quality to it. For the longest time, I just thought I had like a hunk of metal because I had no way of connecting it. And after about a week straight, actually, I take it back. After about 13, 14 minutes of just looking at it, I realized, oh my God, I have half of the, I'm missing like half of the equation, where I have, where I don't have like the transponder receiver thing that you plug into your phone in order for your Bluetooth to have uncompressed audio to then record the audio into your phone, like embed it directly into your phone. So once I get that, which I'm probably gonna try, I'm gonna try to get it this weekend. And what we're gonna be doing then is live commentary. So this is also another thing too that I have so much fun doing, and is I whenever I play like this game or Red Dead Redemption 2, I actually, or like the Final Fantasies, my wife actually just sits right next to me and watches me play, and she like interjects of like how terrible I'm doing, or like reminds me or yells at me to like heal or stuff like that. So we're going to be doing, I'm going to eventually be doing some live commentary on that. So I'm hoping you guys like that. Again, if you guys are like, holy crap, you guys are annoying, then I'll just keep it to the pre-recorded stuff. Won't hurt my feelings. Like, as I said in the earlier videos, like we're going to be ironing out a lot of kinks as we continue on with this. Hopefully I don't meet my demise by like whirlwind sprinting my ass off a mountain. Like that would be a terrible way to go. But hopefully this guy can stick around. Hopefully Blamchio is here for a long time and not a good time. All right, I'm going to stop yapping. With all that out of the way, I will see you guys at the end.
That'll teach you. Who's there? Done and done. Oh no. What happened to this place? Everything's been torn down. The whole place looks, well, dead. It's like we're the first to set foot here in centuries. I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial. Very clever, Mother. Very clever. I've never been in those tunnels before, but I bet they'd run right under the courtyard and into the tower ruins. Well, at least we're getting closer. Let's go. I've never even seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around. Who's there? I knew I That'll teach you. Who's there? That'll teach you. Where'd you come from? That'll teach you. Who's there? Done and done. Who's there? I knew I heard something. Where'd you come from? Done and done. Soul gems. That the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the Soul Cairn. The Soul Cairn is home to very powerful That's good enough. Mistakes with these kind of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started. Oh, definitely. Mother would have plenty of those materials in her laboratory. You just need to find them. Get the ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready. Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood. Of course. What is it? I've been asking myself the same thing since we came back to the castle. She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the cost. Possibly. I guess even a vampire mother is still a mother. She worried about me. About all of us. But she wanted to get me as far away from my father as possible before he really went over the edge. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect anyone to care how I felt about her. Thank you. Are we ready then? All right, here goes. By the blood of my ancestors. She actually did it. Created a portal to the Soul Cairn. Incredible. Are you alright? That looked painful. Now that I think about it, I should have expected that. Sorry. It's hard to describe. The Soul Cairn is... There might be, but I don't think you're going to like it. Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem. Not your first choice, I guess? Maybe. We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours. My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the Ideal Masters. It might be enough to satisfy them. It would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the Soul Cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're inside. Maybe. I'm sorry. I wish I knew a better way, something that would be easier for you. Just know that whatever path you choose, I won't think any less of you. Sometimes things just have to be done. I know that better than anybody. Have you made up your mind? Are you sure? I'm willing to do it, but you need to think it. You'll remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weakened within the Soul Cairn. I know this is difficult for you. I hope you trust me. I'd never do anything that could hurt you. Thank you. Let's not waste any more time then. I promise to make this as painless as possible. Hold still.
Boost!
Mother? Mother!
Maker, it can't be. Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to stop him, to make everything right.
Wait a moment. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you. So how has it come to pass that a vampire hunter is in the company of my daughter? It pains me to think you'd travel with Serana under the guise of her protector in an effort to hunt me down. Coming from one who murders vampires as a trade, I find it hard to believe your intentions are noble. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you. You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself. When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Auriel and his arcane weapon, Auriel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon. Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor. It was expected of her, just as it was expected of me. Being selected as an offering to Molig Bal is an honor. She wouldn't have dared turn her back on that. It's what some call the domain of Molig Bal, his place in oblivion. Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible. If Harkon obtained Auriel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires. And how exactly do you plan on stopping him? Have you been listening to me? Like Serana, I'm a pure-blooded vampire. My presence on Tamriel is as much of a danger as hers. You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. Whether or not you've become one of us in order to survive the Soul Cairn, you're still a vampire hunter at heart. You're here because we're abominations in your mind. Evil creatures that need to be destroyed. Serana? This stranger aligns himself with those that would hunt you down and slay you like an animal. Yet I should entrust you to him.
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known him than you've done in centuries.
How dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Oh, Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him, before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me, but for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can. Yes, I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins. You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here. Destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down. One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the cairn. Be wary of him. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat. Be careful, and keep my daughter safe. You managed to destroy? Yes. Please follow me. Keep watch for Durnevere. With the prison's barrier down, he's almost certain to investigate. astonishment, but I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon. Volumes written on Durnevere allege that he can't be slain by normal means. It appears they were mistaken. Unless... the soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Durnevere's physical form while he reconstitutes himself. Minutes, hours, years, I can't even begin to guess. I suggest we don't wait around to find out. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll and you can be on your way.
I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this alone.
What did you want? As you've been traveling in the Soul Cairn, your body has become attuned to it. Let's just say a tiny part of you rubbed off on it, and in its place, a bit of the Soul Cairn filled the void. You should find no difficulty using the portal any longer. I have no choice. As I told you before, I'm a daughter of Cold Harbor. If I return to Tamriel, that increases Harkon's likelihood of bringing the tyranny of the sun to fruition. I appreciate your concern for me, but Serana is all that I care about. You must keep her safe at all costs. Remember that Harkon is not to be trusted. No matter what he promises, he'll deceive you in order to get what he wants. And promise me you'll keep my daughter safe. She's the only thing of value I have left.
Hey, your weapons. I would speak with you, Quinarin. Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. Between life and death. The hostility was necessary. I was bound to an oath. I believe in civility among seasoned warriors, and I find your ear worthy of my words. My claws have rended the flesh of innumerable foes, but I have never once been felled on the field of battle. I therefore honor name you Quinarin, or Vanquisher in your tongue. Your words do me great honor. My desire to speak with you was born from the result of our battle, Quinarin. I merely wish to respectfully ask a favor of you. For countless years I've roamed the Soul Cairn in unintended service to the Ideal Masters. Before this, I roamed the skies above Tamriel. I desire to return there. I fear that my time here has taken its toll upon me. I share a bond with this dreaded place. If I ventured far from the Soul Cairn, my strength would begin to wane until I was no more. I will place my name with you, and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel. Do me this simple honor, and I will fight at your side as your Graze Mazen, your ally, and teach you my Thum. Trivial in your mind, perhaps. For me, it would mean a great deal. I don't require an answer, Quinarin. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right. There was a time when I called Tamriel my home. The Dova roamed the skies, vying for their sense of territory that resulted in immense and ultimately fatal battles.
Come on, let's go home. What now?
Man, I hate that place. Comment down below, let me know what was your favorite part. Thanks, have a good one.